So hey, guys, our topic today is engage your employees to get engagement. And here with me I have a guest who's built that unique culture that fosters care and competence in his organization. And he's also immediate past president of past president of NARPM. His name is Andrew Propst. And Andrew, can I just hit you right off the bat with a question? Can you give us a little bit of a credibility setup here and tell us about the growth trajectory of your organization?
Well, I mean, past or future?
Now, where you are now, where you were before, and that.
Okay, well, I started Park Place in 2008. We managed about 200 doors. Currently, we manage about 3,600 doors. In the pipeline, we have about 1,400 doors coming on in the next 12 months. So that would get us pretty close to 5,000 doors if we're able to continue to manage and maintain the current stuff. So
gotcha. So
busy.
Do you build the culture before you build the organization that size, or do you just build the culture after you have some traction with the company? And give us the three kind of key things to engage employees.
Meg Whitman, who is just tried to run for governor of California, she's over the enterprise in HP. She said, when I got to HP, I thought culture was the most important thing. Now that I've been here, I know the culture is the only thing that matters. And I think that's important, that if you're starting a property management company or any company, you develop whatever it is that's important to you on day one. So culture is a very big thing. Now, interesting thing, Alex, I just got back from the Multifamily Executive Conference in Las Vegas. So you had a thing called CEO Forum. You had three of the biggest property management CEOs, guy from Pinnacle, Blackstone, Greystar. These guys manage millions of properties, billions of dollars in assets. And for an hour and a half, they talked about one thing, about how hard it was to maintain good people and to hire good people in their organizations. Property management, sometimes not the sexiest of things. Job market gets better, people split, and they can't find good replacements. They said that's the number one threat to their business on a national scale. So I think that we're talking about engaging our employees to get engagement, finding good employees, keeping good employees is going to be a big topic on how we maintain our trajectory and growth in this industry, because as the job market gets more competitive, right, those people will fly away for bigger bucks, better jobs, not getting yelled at on the phone all day by tenants and owners. They see that opening. You're not taking care of your employees, they're going to go away.
Absolutely. So Andrew's going to speak on a subject at the PM Growth Summit happening in January 2017, January 25th through 27th. And Andrew, can you give us a couple tips to walk away with?
Sure. Well, a couple of takeaways. Like currently, Gallup recently did a poll and found that 29% of the nation's population, workforce population, is quote unquote engaged at work. And 16%, half of that, is actively disengaged, which means people are at work and trying to do harm to your business because they're not feeling like people, they're feeling like an object. And so we're going to talk a lot about how to engage those employees to get engagement, to get maximum return, understanding what your employees need so you can fulfill those needs. We're also going to talk about how to find employees. That's a big deal. How to interview them, and most importantly, how to interview them outside of the scope of the interview process. Because if you're interviewing people typically are not themselves. And then most important, talking about being able to counsel, and ultimately two very important things that I do in my organization are hire great people and fire bad people. It really comes down to that. One of the top reasons for management failure is the inability to counsel or terminate underperforming employees. So what does that mean to you as an owner of a property management company? That means if you're not counseling or firing underperforming employees, then you should be fired. So we're going to talk about that. So it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of things to talk about. And I think as our job markets get more competitive, this is going to be a bigger and bigger issue. So let's get ahead of it. Let's plan a little bit, and let's figure out how we can engage our employees, find good employees, and retain them, most important.
Yeah, no, gotcha. Thank you. That's a very, very important subject, and near and dear to me myself, as well as I am a service business as much as my customers and yourself. But one thing you mentioned in our pre-conversation, I want to leave our audience with this. Something about Lead Simple. and
Yeah.
using it in an interesting way. Tell me give us a tease on this one.
Well, the most important thing that we do in Lead Simple is we use it as a tickler to stop what we're doing in our day job. Because if you're running a property management business, you're probably a really busy person, and you're too busy to stop what you're doing and go out, wander around in the office, talk to people, find out what your employees want, give them something, spontaneously, etc. Well, you can put your employees in Lead Simple, which is a great CRM. Put them in as a prospect, set up your reminders to do those things, and it tracks every time you engage those employees, and it can give you feedback on how good of a boss you are. So, I'll get into that a little bit when we get to the summit, and I'm excited to see how we can, again, find great employees, engage them, and most importantly, retain them from here on out.
Awesome, Andrew. Thank you kindly for your time, and
my pleasure. I'm excited to see you.
See you all at the PM Growth Summit. Thank you.